A very good evening to breezy Jalan Besar Stadium. The Singapore Premier League tonight sees the match between Brunei DPMM versus Hougang United. This one has shifted from Bandar Seri Begawan right here to Singapore. We look at the other fixture tonight. It's a massive one, top of the table clash between Lion City Sailors and BG Tampines Rovers. First versus second. We'll be keeping abreast of proceedings over there at Bishan Stadium. Tomorrow night, Albrechts Negata are playing Balestier Khalsa. That will be at Jurong East, and right here at Jalan Besar Stadium, it is Geylang International versus Tanjong Pagar United. Let's pull that all into context at the moment. For the teams concerned here, Hougang United, they could draw level with Balestier Khalsa if they continue that fine run of theirs under Robert Eziakor. As for DPMM, they have kind of been in freefall, haven't they? Struggling to get wins in the Premier League, but a chance today to leapfrog young Lions at least. Let's hear from the coaches, their thoughts ahead of kickoff.
Hi Coach Jamie, welcome back. This is your second game in 4 days, both in Singapore. How are the boys managing with the short turnaround away from home?
Yeah, the last couple of days have been important recovery-wise. Boys have slept well, had some good food, and recovered well to play in today's game. So looking forward to the game.
Now, your opponents Hougang has been experiencing some kind of new manager bounce lately, unbeaten in 4 straight games. What will be your approach coming into this one?
Yeah, like you say, they're on a good run. They've had a few good wins, but we got to focus on us and what we do well, and keep progressing, keep building on our last couple of performances, which have been really important, and then hopefully cause Hougang some problems tonight.
Now, Stepan Plazonia, Hougang's number 9, has been involved in all 3 of Hougang's goals in your past 2 meetings with them. What will be key to nullifying the threat he poses today?
Yeah, he's probably their main threat. I mean, Rakic are 2 quality players that cause problems to the opposition. And like you say, the previous games he's caused us problems. So we've got a game plan to try and nullify that. But they've other players on the side who are good footballers as well. So as a team, we've got to focus on what we do well out of possession and what we do well in possession. And if we concentrate on that, nullify their threats and be cautious when we attack, we've got to obviously think them on the counter-attack with the pace they have, with Plazonia is a big threat for them. So we've looked at that, but we've got to focus on what we do as well.
Now, finally, we saw Farshad Noor sidelined in Sunday's game against Tampines. Yep. Any updates on his availability in this one? Yeah,
unfortunately, he'll be missing for the next game or so. He picked up a knock a couple of games ago. So he's a big miss for us. But the boys that came in have done excellent the last couple of games. So hopefully we get the same performance and a better result from a good performance today, hopefully.
Hi Coach Robert, you mentioned match sharpness was an issue last time out after 3 weeks of break. How have the boys prepared coming into this one?
Oh, we did ratify the mistake we made at the last game, and yeah, we worked on it, and we're looking forward to bounce back. Yep.
Now, we saw Jovan Bugosa go down with what looked like a worrying injury on Saturday. Any updates for the fans on how he's doing?
Well, unfortunately, the injury will keep him out of the rest of the season. He won't be able to back. We lost him. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate.
Now, your past 2 contests with DPMM ended in closely contested draws. What will be important to get the 3 points today?
Today we'll attack them more. We'll try to score more than we have been scoring before against them.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
Lastly, with a cup match coming up on Saturday, which will be your 3rd game in 8 days, can we expect any rotation in the side, and is there any other team news?
Well, for sure, we'll have to make maximum use of our squad in this aspect because it's quite very tough for the boys, especially after today's game.
So we just got thoughts there of Robert Eziakor and Jamie McAllister, coaches in different situations at the moment. A man who knows all about the big job is Shashi Kumar, who has managed here in the S-League quite some time ago. I don't want to give the date when because give his age away. Shashi, very warm welcome to a lovely evening here at Jalan Besar Stadium. You've been in the hot seat before. Jamie McAllister has lost all 5 games this year in the league, and Robert Eziakor, he can't lose at the moment. Well, tell us about how that, the emotions that are going through for these coaches.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it, for both these sides? You spoke about those stats and all. DPMM, they've lost their last 5 games in the league, conceded 13 and scored only 4 in those time. For a moment when he came, I thought he steadied the ship, made them a little bit more organized, a little bit more difficult to break down. And then suddenly, things have really fallen apart in terms of results. I wouldn't say performances, no, I think they've played the same way throughout since he came on, but I think going forward, scoring goals is a problem for them. As for Hougang, you said it, they are on a very good run of form. Again, I have to say credit has got to go to Robert Ezeakoh. I think there is a change, and the change comes in terms of the discipline, tactical discipline. They're very organized in the transition, but going forwards as well, they've got firepower.
It's been a very good period for Ezeakoh, who's been long associated with the club. And we talk about the officials here. Osvin Rosero's the referee, Huang Xinjie and Tan Min Kai are the assistants. Ahmad Akasha is the fourth official. VAR today being presided over Shakawi Buhari and assisted by J. Ashok Raj. You know, there's always this talk about the manager bounce. How much stock do you put into that? Or just the fact that he's just organized them in a different way? We'll look at that in a bit. But just at this side, you know, this is the second game in 4 days. As we just heard that question being put to McAllister, he's opted for the same 11. No Fashad nor Still. That's a huge blow for them. The man who can string things between midfield and attack. He continues to be ruled out with injury. Hakimi, Yazid and Abdul Muiz are only available for domestic matches. Remember, this was supposed to be a domestic match, but naughty behavior has caused them that they cannot feature for overseas matches. So that also is a big blow, particularly when we talk about Hakimi Yazid, one of the most impressive youngsters in the SPL. Jamie McAllister looking to get that first win of 2025 in the league under his belt. Just get that monkey off his back, because he's got, of course, Tanjung Pagar United behind him, who are bottom of the table. For Hougang United, they make a couple of changes from the side that had that thrilling 3-3 draw with Young Lions over the weekend. Bad news, really bad news for Jovan Mugosha, who suffered an ACL injury in that game. He's out for the rest of the season, quite some time after, you would say. And Farhan Zulkifli is on the bench. That means a return to the starting 11 for skipper Nazrul Nazari. And also, we've got to say that it's a welcome return, perhaps, for Hazwan Halim. His first start since the 19th of October, would you believe, when Hougang lost to Lion City Sailors. So Robert Ezeakoh recalling one of his experienced players, Shashi.
Yeah, exactly. And just coming back to your question just earlier on in terms of the manager bounce, that can only affect you for maybe 2 or 3 games. Right. And then after that, it's the real coaching, the real management, it comes into play. So he's played, what, 3 games in the league and 1 in the cup. We've seen, I've seen the changes in terms of the organization part. You know, in the past, discipline-wise, when they lost the ball, you know, they don't really do the tracking back. They don't do their defensive work in that tactical sense. But I see the change now. There's more urgency in defending when they lost the ball. And, you know, I think today it's an opportunity for them to just go out there and try to score as many goals as possible. I think Robert Ezeakoh said this during his pre-match talk, that he wants to go out there and win this game and try to score as many goals as possible, because I think DPMM, they are not in a good shape defensively as well. But you just do feel with DPMM as well today. I think they're going to sit very deep today and try to go for the counter.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that, didn't we, against BG Tampines Rovers in their last match a few days ago. They did spring a few surprises, did hold their own at times, and so could cause problems here for this Hougang side. It is DPMM then, IkoniX, who gets us going out to Muminovic. Shasi, you know, with 2 games in just a few days, it's quite clear without the changes, he's got a pretty thin squad anyway, hasn't he, McAllister? I guess his hand is kind of forced by the fact you've got injuries and suspensions at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you're absolutely right there. You talk about 2 players who are good for them, Farshad and of course Hakimi, 2 quality players, 2 very important players for them. They are missed. Farshad especially in the middle of the park, and Hakimi who's scored 6 goals already for them. So they are big misses, and you just look at the bench. It's really thin, isn't it? It's 1, 2, 3, and seven subs only on the bench. If you compare that to Hougang, so very, very thin indeed.
Well, he said they had some good sleep and good food being here. I guess that would have been a relief that they didn't have to travel back. It is a short journey to Brunei, of course, but would have given them some time, maybe out here on the Jalan Besar pitch as well. Maybe Let's see if it bears any dividends. They've got a free kick here early on. Here's one of their star players, Miguel Oliveira. He was such a handful for BG Tampines Rovers on the weekend.
Yeah, top scorer as well with 9 goals.
Whips that one in. And you can see there, Zaiful Nizam, a punch, not the best one you'll ever see. Bobinovic, it's a heavy touch. He was trying to just kill that dead, wasn't he?
Yeah, not convincing at all, Hougang, in terms of the defending. First it was Zaiful. That's a good kick out.
It is. Nazrul can't quite keep it in. How about Magosha for you, Shasi? He's only been a few matches, but he's impressed, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in terms of the discipline at the back, very vocal at the back together with Enrique. So it's a miss. We have Tajeli playing alongside Enrique. I don't really like him in that position. I prefer him out wide on the right-hand side as a right back. He's a very, very good right back, Tajeli. Obviously comes up with good crosses and good overlap runs as well. So
it might nullify their attacking threat.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a miss from that position. But Nazrul Nazari is a good right back. He's a right back anyway.
Yes.
So he'll give you that edge in that position.
Zaiful will pick this one up. Did you think there might have been a chance to have seen Zulfami as a centre-back there? I mean, it's been a while since he's done that.
Well, he has played there in that position, probably in a 3 at the back, you know, because of the lack of pace. But but they don't want to miss him in the middle, you know, obviously with his distribution.
So it's about kind of finding the right balance, isn't it, in this side? That's a little nudge there from Naziruddin. Game's coming thick and fast. We've also got the Singapore Cup as well at the moment.
Yeah, it's a push on Ikuyama.
Looked like a bit of a push down. Hazwan, he stays on his feet. Nice to see him back in action in the starting place. He'll want to try and show the coach what he can do. Handled that one quite well. Oh, interception by Oliveira. He loves these sort of bits of space running at players. Opting not necessary to do so. He's got Jordan Vestering in front of him. Here's Azwan. Najim Tarif gets there. Oh, it's a decent ball in. Just over the head of Ikonieks.
Open game already so far, and we spoke about DPMM wanting to play deep. I don't think they are playing deep. They're trying to press high up the pitch. You can see already from the high line, the back four very high up onto the halfway line. Probably trying to limit the space, especially for Plazonia on the left-hand side.
Here's Bobinovic, one of their new signings. Naziruddin. Quick ball across from Azwan. Puts in quite the shift. The skipper is one of the veterans of this side. Feels like there's a bit more of a bounce with Brunei at the moment. They just seem quite up for this, don't they?
Yeah, probably is the
good food and
the
sleep.
rest and the food, yeah.
Zulfami. Now Tajeli. Up across to Plazonia. We haven't really seen him yet so far in these early stages. And it's an unusual ball, but it's a very decent one to Nazrul Nazari. Zulfami wins the ball back for Hougang. Yokoyama, there's space on the left-hand side, they opt for it. Now Shadan. It does eventually get to Plazonia. Feeling their way into this now. Hougang, Nazrul. Tajeli. Now Enrique. Yeah, just a bit of time on the ball is good for them, isn't it, Hougang?
Second good ball from Tajeli out wide to Blazonia. Takes it inside again.
Biding their time, aren't they? You know, Blazonia loves to run in those outside channels and whip the ball in to take on players as well. Here's Tajeli. Nazrul, just a bit of a heavy touch there. It's put out of play by Nur Ikhwan. He's claiming it was a DPMM throw. How about that throw? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Finally.
If you had a camera on us, it was Shashi with his hands in the air going, what's going on?
Yeah, finally. And it's the referee who spotted it and not the assistant referee. So well done, Oswin.
If you know Shashi, you know why I'm saying this. Yokoyama intercepts. Blazonia. String isn't really making the move, overlapping run. Mulfami, bit of space in the middle there, perhaps for Shadan. Saw a run from Nazrul, not taken. Retaining possession quite nicely here, Hougang at times. Enrique, the Brazilian defender, came across with Mugosha during the season break. Yokoyama does well, but he gives the ball away. Muminovic out to Oliveira. Hasn't quite had a big run yet. Trying to just thread that through, comes off. Tajeli Slamat for a corner.
Yeah, that's just one example of what DPMM are trying to do. They're trying to sit back a little bit deep, and then when they win the ball, the out ball is to Oliveira, and then try to look for the penetrative passes. But that time, Tajeli was in a very good position, cutting out that pass for Iconiacs.
A corner here, of course, you've got the likes of Nur Ikhwan and Muminovic, Iconiacs to watch out for. Oh, there seemed to be a little tussle there. Quite a deep corner. Here is Azwan. Back to the skipper. Doesn't really put too much on that. Nazrul clears. Refreshing, isn't it, Shashi? Not just the weather, of course, but the way that DPMM are approaching this.
Yeah, exactly. They're not really trying to sit so very deep. Obviously, at times they have to defend and try to soak up the pressure, and that's what Hougang like to do anyway. To keep the ball, keep possession, especially in the middle of the park with Zulfami and Shadan.
Naziruddin, now Azwan. Cognacs out wide at the moment. Azwan, he's got a Cognacs, still Azwan, he's going to go for it. Enrique blocks the shot. Falls to Naziruddin. Blazonia. Now Shadan had to get the right kind of weight on the ball. Dejan Racic bearing down. He's got Muminovic here. Can he take the shot? He does, and Muminovic gets across. That's some great defending from the Icelandic international.
But for a moment there, you thought Racic was off and away as well. Good pace shown by Racic, but Muminovic, this ball was a good one and just over the top. Nice for Racic to take it on his stride, but Muminovic there doing so well to get back. What a ball that was.
I love the weight on that pass, wasn't it?
Exactly. Bearing down his neck was Muminovic, brilliant defending. You know, it's a difficult skill actually when you're running with the ball, and to take it with speed and to have that ball in control and with somebody breathing down your neck. You've got to be really, really precise.
I suppose the next best thing is getting a corner, which they have right now. That's straightforward for Nomovsky, who opted to punch. Blazonia! And that comes off Bestering, who's going to need some time to recover from that. That just shows how much power is in those Blazonia shots. Awkward bounce and actually dealt with quite well by Tajeli. Miguel Oliveira. Into the side netting. This is nice end-to-end stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And Oliveira there showing lots of pace. Very, very lively this first 12 minutes or so. And over at the other end as well. Hougang looking pretty dangerous as well when they come forward. But this was a good piece of skill, trying to go on the outside. And to be fair, Tajeli does well there.
Here is Vestering. It's closed down by Oliveira.
Nice closing down from Oliveira. I think they just don't want the ball to go out to Plazonia on this side, so they're closing out the spaces. First ball out to him.
Tajeli. Now Plazonia. This time Racic is just a bit wide. Goes back to Vestering. Here's Zulfami. Interesting, we haven't seen him go on the outside too much yet, have we, until now? Oh, there's what he can do. That's the danger ball from Plazonia. Oh, another good one as well from Nazrul. It falls to Plazonia. Here's Sharan Sulaiman.
That was nicely done again on this left-hand side. A simple give and go, a 1-2. Takes him away from a defender, and all he needs is just a little bit of space to whip one in. Well, he does well there on the cover. Brilliant defending.
Yokoyama. He's been watchful in that midfield sort of area. They probe each other, looking for that opening goal. Here he is. He hasn't really looked to beat a man too much. And look at that from Miguel Oliveira. One of the stars, really, of the SPL. It's a joy to watch at times. This reminds me of Kiki, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Former Christian Krajcek, former player from Hougang, who's sorely missed here in the league, and also another joy to watch. Nice ball out. Here's Najib Tarif.
I think with Plazonia as well, I think he's making right decisions now as well. You know, when he first started out, it's just one-way street, just going forward at every opportunity. Oh, that's a great ball.
Oh, the shape on that one. I know, Shasi, you like the look of that, didn't you? Another ball in. Plenty of pace. It's fallen here to Yokoyama. Will he go for goal? He does. And that flashes over the crossbar.
Yeah, you can already see where the danger is coming from for Hougang. It's so dangerous, very difficult to pick up as well. And I just said it, it's his decision-making now, it's very, very good. Look at this ball, it's the shape on it. Luckily, Mominovic was there, and again, first time again, drilled in. And as a defender, do you clear, do you touch the ball, or do you not, you know, or do you let it go? It's so difficult.
Chassis, as a coach, how much of a premium are you putting on your wingers, your wide players to deliver good crosses, and how often do you get these kind of players?
It's usually most players get into great positions and then, you know, it's the end product. That is so very important, because it annoys coaches when they get into goals positions like that and then don't get the correct cross in.
It's pointless, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like a corner. You take a corner, it doesn't clear the first defender. And he has made a difference as well in terms of improvement. I think before, when he first started out, his decision-making wasn't really there. He just tries to go on the outside all the time, but now
do you think it was predictable?
Yeah, and now he's a little bit more patient, and deliveries as well has been spot on.
Yeah, he's certainly one of those players who's really adapted to Singapore football very quickly. Overall, Miguel Oliveira, he's another one. Oliveira. There's Enrique who intercepts. He's just a bit too slow there, Zulfami. Teammates, not sure they gave him enough of a warning. Here's Gabriel Gama. Aswan. Oh, Aswan does a really good job here. Hasn't really gotten the game yet. Looks to be a little shoving him from Ikonieks.
Aswan did well on Aswan, the 1v1 situation. I think Aswan showed too much of the ball, and then Ikonieks, clear push, maybe a good tackle or foul to give.
Here's Enrique. Without his usual partner, they're going to have to figure this out, aren't they, for the rest of the season, as to how they want to sort their defense out. The first full game with this situation. Aswan there felt he was fouled. Referee Rosero disagreed.
Yeah, a little bit too soft there. Good flick though from Dejan Racic. With his outside of the right foot.
Desperately looking to get their first win of 2025. 5 straight losses in the SPL. They're up against one of the informed teams at the moment. Not going to be easy, but they've held their own so far in this match. He's toiling away there. Sarudin comes off Nazrul for a corner.
Good battle there against Nazrul Nazari.
Do you feel he's under pressure, Jamie McAllister, after, as you said, steadying the ship?
Well, if you lose 5 games in a row, you'd be under pressure. It doesn't matter whether it comes from the management, it will come from yourself. You know, you pressure yourself, you criticize yourself, and think about what's going on.
Well, we know there are clubs all over the world that have poor runs, maybe with a few key players to come back. That might change things as that shot well over.
Yeah, Abdul Haris just couldn't get over the ball there. It's a vicious attempt from there.
Enrique out to Plazonia. Lovely turn there from Miguel Oliveira. Finds Aswan, who's going to go for it. That's not a bad shot. Plenty of power in that from the skipper.
Good effort there. Not a bad shot at all. Great work again from Oliveira down this right-hand side. We got a little bit lucky, but this was a good turn. Going past Jordan Vestering. Oh, that's actually not lucky. I take that back. It's brilliant play. And then Aswan with that shot. Not a bad effort. We'll just keep the ball on target.
Here's Oliveira again. Oh, it's actually not bad. Oh, it's gone in! It didn't look like there was going to be any danger. A huge deflection off Tajeli. I was about to say, had that been on target without hitting the player, that could have been a real problem for Zeifel in the end. It goes in, who cares? It's the opening goal of the game, and Brunei have the lead.
And again, it came from the number 9, Oliveira. He's been excellent so far. Full of life on this right-hand side, full of energy. And again, it's his ball in. And it comes off Tajeli. But I tell you what, Tajeli was so far away from him when the header came in. He lost Tajeli in that run, and it comes off Tajeli.
So the question is, was that going to be an own goal? Was that going to be credited? Was that on target? As of now, it's being awarded to Davis Ikonieks.
I think it was on target.
Okay, so there we go. He's got his second goal.
Although we don't know whether it beat Zeifel with that header.
it didn't look like it was going to go in, did it?
Yeah.
Initially, and everyone sort of was going to let that run out of play, and it's DPMM who have the lead. Yeah, Cognacs, I remember the first few games he came in, Shashi, he kind of struggled, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he's slowly but surely now acclimatizing. Wasn't really that involved. I've seen him drop a lot more in the last few games, try and get the ball and involve himself a bit more. There you go, it's a nice pass out to Naziruddin. Looks up here, has to be a better ball than that, doesn't it?
Oh, that's a poor ball, but it's offside. That's a poor ball anyway. But great work again from DPMM, winning the ball high up the pitch.
Be an issue here. I wonder whether Oliveira clattered into the barriers because he was really racing that. He's such a he accelerates so quickly, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it is Oliveira. He should be okay. Yeah, he's up.
I think if I'm not mistaken, Shasi, I think I've seen a player hit that, and then there's a big drop, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, way back. Someone has done that. He's he was just on his haunches a short while ago, Oliveira, but he seems to be okay. They will just keep an eye on this, I'm sure. They can't risk anything happening to one of their star players. Well, I don't know what that ball was about there from Tajeli. To Haris. Here's Gabriel Gama. This one with a dummy, but no one on the end of that.
Yeah, trying to be a little bit too smart there, but great move again from DPMM, and again winning the ball high up the picture after poor ball.
We're being told that Eziakor's a little annoyed about that loose ball from Tajeli there. Noticed a little tweak in today's formation, Shasi. It looks like Gama's sort of playing in the pivot, and Azwan is more in a 10 role today, where it was the other way around in the last game. What do you make of that? Azwan sort of a bit higher up the pitch.
Yes, again, winning the ball in.
They all pause there, hoping for an offside. None given for now. Here's Gama. Balls to Naziruddin. There we go, now the offside flag goes up. That's a while after, wasn't it?
At the moment, Hougang looking to be second to everything, to the first ball and to the second ball as well. It's a close one, isn't it? Very close one.
Yeah, I was just talking about Azwan and Gama, just swapping places today.
Yeah, I think it's they're being just very fluid in the game itself. They're trying to manage the game and probably will switch again as the game goes on.
Azwan's very clever with his quick passes, isn't he? He's wily old hand.
Just looking at Hazwan as well, playing through the middle for Hougang. As a second striker together with Rajic.
Here's Plazonia. Got Nasri right in his tail. Dama comes to help out.
Good play again from Plazonia. Again, this is what I was talking about. He was being patient, doesn't really force it. If he can't, then he has to play it back, and that's what he did.
Little ball over. Just falls to Rajic. It's kind of spinning away from him. That'll be a corner.
Yeah, they both got in each other's way there. They didn't exactly know who's going to take it, but good ball in from Yokoyama. A disguised click ball just over the top. There you go. Could Hazwan get there first? It probably should have been Hazwan's ball there. And then Rajic got in his way.
He pulled out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jalan. What it has done is it's just prompted a bit more noise from the crowd. It got a little quiet here at Jalan Besar Stadium. Rifle was quick off the mark there, had to be. Konix may have just hurt himself. Tell you what, he's quick and he's almost colliding with things. You've got to be very careful. Miguel Oliveira near that touchline.
It's funny what a goal can do for you. You know, the whole team is galvanized a little bit. You just look at the way they're playing.
Yeah.
They're going forwards as well, very confident with the distribution.
The last time they took the lead in the league was on the 7th of February. It was Econiacs as well who scored. That's the only other goal he scored in the league, and they ended up losing 3-2 to Ballistic Khalsa. It was a late winner for Kashiro. This has one. He's gone down. We have a free kick for Hougang.
And Nasruddin there, sloppy on the left-hand side. And Fahmi gets sloppy. They've been so poor, at least after the first 10 minutes or so. Hougang looks a little bit lost.
Free to Muminovic. Here's Gama. Can't keep it in. Oliveira. Here's Shadan. Quick ball in. That's work to do here for Plazonia. He gets there. Plazonia still. Across to Nazrul Nazari. It's a final third at the moment, Shasi. They're quite it's ball, that final ball. What do you think?
Yeah, it's the killer ball, isn't it? It's just missing. And,
that's it, run across himself, Yokoyama! Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it, from Namovsky, as always. Probably their best chance of the game so far, Hougang United.
yeah, exactly. And just for a moment there, I thought Muminovic should have done better. You know, he was there for the cover. Just put it to Rosette, but that was the ball, that little ball in there. Instead of clearing it, he just touched it, trying to get it or nick it past Yokoyama. Yokoyama was there, good save from Namovsky using his body.
Fahmi whips it in, and that's got to put that down as a chance. Vestering doesn't get the right kind of contact on the ball. It's taken him about half an hour really to test Namovsky. Hougang United, one of the informed teams, will be a little disappointed, as you say, how things have panned out so far. Out to Plazonia. Oh, with the outside of his left foot, that is a brilliant ball in. It's going to be a goal kick, but impressive.
He's got a very, very good left foot, you know, inside, outside, and he's got pace as well. The way he took it, it's not easy.
To deliver that, Shasi, with the pace.
And with power as well.
Yeah.
With power. It's almost like on the touchline, right? And
Yeah.
it's cross with the outside of the foot. Now, obviously, Azwan just got a little bit too high for him.
Tajeli. Now Konieks. Touch on from him to Gabriel Gama. Nasri surging forward out wide to Miguel Oliveira. Stands that ball up. Nasruddin couldn't really do too much with that.
Yeah, not a bad ball, but needed somebody on the run to actually go in with lots of power to hit the ball in. Nazrul Nazari wanted a little bit of support there, didn't get it. Closed down by Naziruddin.
Yeah, who's down on the ground at the moment. Here is Dejan Racic, who had that one-on-one chance, you'll recall earlier. Touch on from the Rikwan. Here's Jalan. Oh, he's held back just a little there. Clever decision from him. Plazonia cuts inside. Somehow still falls with him. Plazonia, he's going. Yokoyama, as everyone from the Japanese forward.
Not good enough from Yokoyama there. Just Plazonia this time around, just trying to bulldoze his way through the middle. Got a little bit lucky sometimes there. A couple of times actually. There's that one as well. Then this ball in, just needed a subtle touch from Yokoyama.
Is Robert Ezekor not happy that Yokoyama didn't take a shot, apparently. Not sure is that really on for him.
Naziruddin did very well to track back first up, but then just gives away the... Oh, that's a good volley.
Can they just turn it around now? Dejan Racic! Oh, it's to Namovski. Straight at him. Well, they are starting to create a bit more here, Hougang United.
The DPMM went to sleep there. It's a very fast, quick free kick taken. Nazrul Nazari with a cutback.
Chances though, and will give them some encouragement. Hougang United.
This was the ball, nicely done from Hougang, and then the cutback just slightly behind Racic. Good save again from Namovski. Racic just shot with his left foot. Hougaang's top scorer with 19 league goals this season. Yeah, Racic.
Yeah, it was interesting who he retained and who he jettisoned. Ezekor, wasn't it? During the season break when he took over from Marko Kraljevic. And I think most fans would agree, Shashi, he's made the right decisions on who he retained and strengthened that defence, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. But too bad that Magosa is out injured for the rest of the season. The replacement for one of the centre-backs.
Haris Vasic.
Minovic to a row, maybe not Zed.
It is very, very gusty here.
It's beautiful weather.
It's lovely. Wish we had this more often.
Yeah.
And there's the other game going on at Bishan Stadium. We understand it has been raining quite a bit there. But no goals. Only thing that isn't raining in at the moment. Keep you updated on that. We'll hopefully be able to show you some highlights as well at half-time. The shot there, low from Tajeli, but no issues for Namovski.
Worth a shot because there was so much of space in front of him. Oh, clever from Oliveira.
Oh, he's claiming he got smacked in the face there. Gabriel Gama from Zulfami getting a yellow card.
It's a double whammy, actually. His first was from Zulfami, and then Jordan Vestring just clattered into him. This was the first incident.
Was there much of that insult to injury? But have a look here.
Just take a look at the right elbow. Yeah, there was contact.
Ooh.
And the second one was a little bit unlucky.
They are looking at this, Chassis, by the way. Potential red card issue.
It did look like his right hand and elbow went up. Don't exactly know whether there was a movement in terms of, you know, towards his face. It's going to be interesting to see this again.
It appears that he is going to be okay or not. Oh, this is not good at all. Oh dear. There's going to be a check here.
I think the problem is, as soon as you raised your hand like that, and then there's contact. Firstly, there's contact, but the second part is, I think you really need to see whether there's an action of elbowing as well.
That's not the best angle though, is it? It's the next one. I think this one here, isn't it? I mean, Shashi, you could say he's using that as he's lunging forward. Your arm kind of goes up, doesn't it? This one might be interesting. Oh, this doesn't look good, does it?
This doesn't look good. This angle is the best one, isn't it?
Agreed.
And listen, he's experienced enough to know what will be deemed as a red card.
Now he's just trying to advance here on referee Osman Rosero, and the assistant is saying, please just give him his time. This would be a massive boost to DPMM because Hougang have just started to show what they can do in the last few minutes. Be a hammer blow if Zulfami is going to get red carded here. What do you think, Shashi? Do you think he's going?
I wouldn't want to be in Oswin's position right now because this is the one.
Good angle.
I think it's a red. This replay clearly shows that the elbow goes right into his face.
Oh, he's going to cancel the card, isn't he?
Yeah, it's going to be a red.
He's already walking off. He knows it. That is a massive decision here, and one that could have huge consequences on the rest of this match.
Again, just going back to that, Shazad, it's the right decision. And, you know, the way Zulfam is walking away, he knows it as well.
The fact that he walked off.
And a tinge of regret as well. You can see it, you know.
He's let his team down, right?
Yeah, in terms of, you know, I shouldn't have gone in that way because there was no need to do that.
So there's obviously clarification being sought. Look, he took his time, right? He really had to study what was in front of him. There's 0 point now in them asking this. But that's a big disappointment. He's not only now out of this game, there'll be more matches to come. Nazrul, as skipper, is entitled, of course, just to seek clarification, but it isn't going to change anything. And now, a big task at hand. Here is the incident. Why even give the referee the decision to make?
Oh, this is a clear one. This one, from this angle, is so clear.
And to be clear, Shashi, it's not just about, it's not, you know, people always say intent. It's still dangerous, isn't it?
It's still dangerous.
Violent conduct.
Exactly, and the hand is so high up in the air as well. And he knew exactly what he was doing.
Right, so a bit of a reshuffle. Let's see if Ezekiel is just going to keep things as it is until half-time. As one through the middle, it comes off Enrique. Here's Plazonia, the DPMM player who is down, by the way.
You know what DPMM can't do right now is take their foot off the pedal. You know, they got to go on. They've one man up, leading 1-0 as well. You know, in a very beautiful position to be in.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. For them to have got that goal, that's so precious now. Interesting though, Shashi, as we just see what happened here to Najib Tarif. Well, there didn't seem to be any contact.
Probably he stretched his hamstring or groin. Don't exactly know what it was. It has to be a muscle injury.
So while we await that, now Shashi, let's put you on the spot here as a coach. Now, what would you do? You've got Zulfami out. Let's forget about when he does the change, because he probably will stick till half time. What would you do?
Well, you know, just stick somebody out from whoever's playing right now and to play in the middle of the park with Jalan for a bit.
Yeah.
Till the end of the.
I think he was looking at Plazonia. I might be wrong, but we'll see. Or Yokoyama would be the other choice.
Yokoyama. Yeah, I think Yokoyama is the best choice. He plays in that position anyway.
Yeah. What would you do then at half time?
I think you probably stick to the same lineup for now, because I think in terms of positions, they are already in their right position. Just play with one forward and then play with a 4 in the midfield. That's the best he can do for now. And then, you know, if things go on, and he's got Farhan Zulkifli, he's got Gabriel Quack to come in, you know, so he's got firepower on the bench.
Yeah.
But it's only 1-0, so it's okay. Time is on his side, or on Hougang's side. In that sense.
Najib Tarif looks to be okay. And that's not the greatest throw in the world you've seen from Nazrul. Anyway, ball comes back to Domovsky. Well, there will be a fair bit of added time now with an injury stoppage for Najib and the VAR on the on-field review. Nasruddin is going to race away from him. Lazonia, oh, it's a heavy touch. Has he got away with that one? No. Oliveira. He's the kind of guy who would stretch this depleted team now, wouldn't he?
Exactly. Just give him the ball, especially in certain situations where he can stretch them, especially down this right-hand side.
Aswan. Looks like he has now gone into midfield, and Gama has just moved a bit further up. There's that tweak for DPMM, it would appear.
And for Hougang as well, I suspected Yokoyama coming in together with Jalan, and then Hazwan going out wide right. He was very central in that first 40 minutes or so, Hazwan.
It's completely lost the kind of intensity we had and the end-to-end stuff. Here's Aswan. Dearly would love another goal just before the break. Underline their superiority in a number of departments. Here is Plazonia. Comes off Muminovic.
Yeah, good work from Muminovic, just delaying Plazonia's run. Probably Yokoyama's ball wasn't the best, just slightly behind him.
Nazrul. Here's Shadan. Now Tajeli. Slips that ball into Yokoyama. It's a good one. Out wide to Plazonia. Plays it quick. Ball through. Oh, so dangerous, but it's just a bit too far away from Hazwan Halim.
I think that time round, probably he needed to just curl it a little bit, put a little bit of curl on the ball. It was a very straight ball that was drilled in. It was always going away from Hazwan. Hazwan needed to get there quickly. He didn't.
Too much pace. 4 minutes of added time here in this first half. You made the point, Shasi, not necessarily now, we only got a few minutes, but they've got to keep their foot on the neck, don't they?
Yeah.
Be ruthless now.
Yeah, DPMM, and of course, they have to be very tight at the back. Plazonia still dangerous, Racic still dangerous.
Miguel Oliveira, Plazonia helping out.
Yeah, great tracking back there. Work rate superb from Plazonia. Who
then clears the ball up towards Racic. That's really nicely done. Muminovic, a very good bit of defending, but it's just left a hole now. They've managed to cover things up.
That's the wrong choice by Yokoyama, because Hazuan was away on that right-hand side. She just could have played the ball to him. This is not good news.
Oh boy, the problems are piling up here. This is Dejan Racic.
I think he took a knock when he was turning or shielding the ball from Muminovic, who did well initially.
Just going back to your point, there have been a couple of times this evening where you've mentioned Yokoyama's decision-making.
Yeah, but that time around, and this was the challenge from Muminovic.
Oh, was that just that landing, right? He went up
And at the trailing leg of Muminovic's left foot just caught the side of the knee. Should be okay. Yokoyama just very tentative with his distribution, and that time around as well. He should have played the ball out wide quickly to Hazuan,
right,
and then decided to turn back into danger.
John there from Yokoyama. He's on the ball again. Offside. Good pace being shown by Nazaruddin. And they'll get a... I thought they would get a corner, but it's going to be a goal kick.
Yep, Osman, the referee, gives the goal kick instead of the corner. Great work again from Nazrul Nazari on that right-hand side. Very, very good battle down that side with Nazaruddin.
They showed real good battling qualities in that game against Young Lions, Hougang here. Oh, that's a great shot! And a decent save. You'd expect him to make that in the near post, but he still had to do it, didn't he, Zaiful Nizam?
In that build-up to the shot, it was a beautiful touch from Gama. Very subtle touch for Oliveira.
So key that he's kept them still at 1-0. Zaiful, a fantastic ball from Plazolja to Racic. Still going here, Racic just uses his strength and look to curl that in. Well, that's the last bit of play. He's just over the 4 minutes. Racic put his hand up as if to say, ref, that was a handball in there. That's what they're asking the referee. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll see if we can get that for you. An eventful first half, Shasi.
Yeah, a good end to that first half. You know, a chance on either side, Oliveira and then Racic. But it's DPMM in the hot seat here. 1-0, much needed. A win if they do get it by the end of the day.
Well, we've had a goal, we've had a sending off. It's all happening here at Jalan Besar Stadium with Ikonieks, a deflected goal in the 21st minute. Half-time score here at Jalan Besar Stadium. It's Brunei DPMM 1, Hougang United 0. We'll be back with highlights very shortly. Hello and welcome back to Jalan Besar Stadium. DPMM 1-0 at the moment against Hougang United. And it's been an eventful first 45 minutes. We'll go through some of these highlights here. This was a lovely ball, wasn't it, Shasi, from Jalan to Racic?
Yeah, exactly. A very good, nice clipped ball onto the path of Racic. And Muminovic is breathing down his neck and does ever so well to just get back and go for the challenge. Great challenge from Muminovic.
At the other end. This was the goal. Big deflection off Tajeli.
Yeah, I think Hougang were pretty much sloppy in that first half. There was a period when they lost so many balls, especially in the middle of the park, and Hazwan there just giving the ball away. A good ball in from Oliveira. But the Cognacs, right place at right time. His header just ricocheted off Tajeli.
So that was 1-0. And then they just started to show a little bit more going forward. Hougang here. Great save from Nomovsky.
And Nomovsky, as usual, making himself very big. Yokoyama just getting the better of Muminovic for once there. Good shot coming off Nomovsky, good save.
Nicely done by the goalkeeper there. This was a good period for Hougang, and they had a few chances. This one was from Racic.
Yeah, a very good, clever, fast free kick from Zulfami. And cut back from Nazrul. Racic could only find the goalkeeper.
Now, the big incident here was Zulfami Arifin was judged to have shoved his forearm into the face of Gama. And that required an on-field review by the referee.
Yeah, I think from this replay, so clear that the forearm and the elbow as well just caught Gama's face. And referee had no choice but to give him the red card.
So 10-man, Hougang, but still trying to surge forward. This ball, just too much on it from Plazonia.
Yeah, it just looks like Hougang's threat comes from this left-hand side. If they are going to create something and score a goal, it will come from this side through Plazonia. And that ball there, probably too straight, no curl on it. And Hazwan a little bit too far off.
One final opportunity for DPMM, and that was fantastic work from Oliveira. An important save in the end. I know he's got to make it at the near post anyway, but 2-0 just changes everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly, and he needed to make that save to keep Hougang in the game. Great shot from Oliveira.
Looking at the stats then, between the two, really nothing much there. A bit more of the ball, Hougang actually a lot more of the ball, but Shasi, it just took them a while, didn't it, to get into this?
Yeah, exactly, and I think it's still pretty much in the balance. Obviously, one man down, but lots to play for in that second half. And Hougang, lots to do to try to at least get that goal back first.
Well, you may have heard there is some other kind of game going on elsewhere in Singapore at the moment. It's just the top two, Lion City Sailors and BG Tampines Rovers. No goals at the moment. I understand it's been quite a stalemate and not nearly as eventful as ours. So absolutely crucial, really, for BG Tampines Rovers to try and get something in that match. A win would really make things quite interesting. Two other matches, of course, tomorrow, Albrechts Negata and Balestier Khalsa, and Jalan versus Tanjong Pagar. That'll be right here at Jalan Besar Stadium. So we'll take a break, and when we return, it will be the second half as Hougang United try to come back here against DPMM. back to Jalan Besar Stadium. SPL match here is nicely in the balance with DPMM, the lower ranked side, second bottom, who have had a very poor run of results in the league, leading here against 10-man Hougang United. Osman Rosero there has sent off Zulfami Arifin for an elbow. Otherwise, what do you make of the quality of the game so far, Shasi?
Well, it's been pretty even, actually. And for now, DPMM, they can't, like I said in that first half, they can't take their foot off the pedal. And the substitutions for DPMM, Abdul Haris, Herman and Najib Tarif off. And Hanif Farhan, Haris Daniel coming in. And obviously, they just played a couple of days ago, so need fresh legs in there. That big game against BG a couple of days ago when they lost 1-0. Let's see what Hougang, what they do in the second half in terms of tactical switches. At the moment, they are starting like they did end that first half.
We are getting news that there have been a couple of changes as well. Najib Tarif, who took a bit of a knock, is out. Hanif Farhan has come in.
For Brunei DPMM with number 11, Najib Tarif is being replaced by...
We can also tell you that Abdul Haris is also out. He has been replaced as well by Hafiz Daniel.
A high boot there from Rajic. He tried to control the ball, a high ball in across from Azwan. Just caught Nasri there as he went up for the header. Nothing really, just caught his hand instead of his head there.
Yeah, he's clutching his face, isn't he? Don't like to see that kind of thing. Would hope it's not an attempt to try and get someone else sent off at this day and age. Thankfully, of course, we have got that VAR. That would have exonerated him quickly had there been any attempt to do so. So what does a 10-man Hougang have to do, Shasi? What do you want to see from them now? How they sort of figure the situation out?
I still think that they've got quality to hurt this DPMM, even with 10 men. You know, they still got their back four intact. They still have got a four-man midfield. You know, what they must do now is to really make use of the wide man. Hazwan hasn't really been in the picture, but Plazonia on that left-hand side. Then be very, very clinical when the chances come their way.
Foul by Enrique on Gama. There's going to be a free kick here.
He did get the ball there. Just touch on the ball, just through the legs. But obviously, Gama smart as well. You know, any challenge from the back going to be difficult. Good position though for DPMM here.
A few chats here between Oliveira and Azwan. Oh, excuse me, Coniacs. Still discussing what they're going to do. Here is a Coniacs into the wall. That's twice. Out wide to Azwan. Just a little touch needed there from Ikoniacs. Didn't get the contact he wanted. It'll be a corner.
Yeah, again, Ikoniacs there should have done better because the ball was just ricocheted off a Hougang player and got onto his path very nicely there. He should have just taken a swing at it with his left foot. This ball in off Jordan Vestring. Yeah, well, probably the bounce, just control it.
That one sails over, not a great corner.
A deep one, not going to trouble anyone. Hougang defense from Oliveira, who has been a live wire.
Jelly looking for Racic. Cut up by Nur Ikwan. Hanif, by the way, is the left back now. Here he is on the ball. Out wide to Miguel Oliveira. One for DPMM as they go in search of a second and may well kill it off.
Just looking at Oliveira and what he can do for this DPMM side. Just wonder if any SPL clubs are looking at him for next season.
Oh, you'd have to imagine that someone like that would certainly be on the radar.
Well, if nobody has so far, if you're listening to me.
I just wonder if wages would be an issue, Shasi. You'd imagine that these foreign players in DPMM's books.
Well, you can always try.
Sure.
Well, you know, just judging by quality, you know, he knows the scene now, by now, and.
You putting him as one of the top 5 foreign players in the SPL?
Yeah, I would say so, especially in the attacking sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you take away the Ramsalars and the Lestiens and even T, you know, he's just a striker, right? So take away those strikers and players, then he's up there amongst the best.
Yeah, absolutely agree. He would be a real plus for any side. Aswan decides to just hold back and going forward. This is Gama. Yeah, it would appear that Harris is playing up there just behind Ikoni X. It's Gama and Aswan now in their pivot. Oh, almost a bit of hesitation at the back. Tajeli clears. Nicely done by Jordan Vestering. Here is Plazonia. I feel that has gone out of play. Official doesn't think so. Oh, he's done well there, Racic. Asking for a corner. And some of these DPMM players are still saying that should have been a throw-in.
Yeah, I think Nomowski there just didn't want to give away a penalty. I think he just pulled out a little bit from the challenge. Oh, that ball did look like it's gone out. But he had to play on that. You know, I think if there was any touch, there'll be a penalty.
Shot on here with the corner for Hougang. It's high and deep.
Did look like the ball had gone out, and obviously there was another situation just a couple of games ago when it was Hougang again playing against BG. The ball had gone out down this side with Farhan Zulkifli, and then they went on to get a penalty. Something about Hougang.
There's Nazaruddin, now Aswan.
Well, Aswan has been excellent playing those diagonal balls for Oliveira.
Back to the skipper. Out wide to Nazaruddin. Here is Hanif. Aswan slips it into Ikoni X, trying to curl that in.
It's at the moment telling, isn't it, that one man extra, especially in the middle of the park, you know, and Aswan is running the show in the middle. because then he's got Gabriel in front of him, he's got Haris in front of him. And this was the effort from Iconics, trying to go for the curler.
Nice touch on from Plazonia, who's first back on the ball. Nasri returns it to him. Tajeli looking for Plazonia, not going to get to him. Oliveira has got some space to run now. Shot a bit too much of it. He's so quick, he can recover. Gets across him, but it's not going to cause any problems. Look at that now! Oh, he's just taken that off. Tajeli, who completely switched off there. That's the pace that he brings. Miguel Oliveira. That's a big let-off.
I tell you what, the pace on Oliveira and Tajeli was saying he didn't get a call at all.
So Shasi, in that case, is it more the teammates not doing their part here?
Yeah, it's a combination of that and Tajeli's awareness. But having said that, that was almost like Oliveira playing a 1-2 with Tajeli.
I think there was a case as well in the first half where another Hougang player just didn't get a word from his teammates. Konieks, Zaiful has just managed to push him wide. It's a bit tentative at the back, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, sometimes we know that Tajeli has played in that position before. You know, he's experienced, but probably not recently. So a little bit rusty in that position as a centre-back. Sometimes it's in the details as well. A little bit tentative, as you said.
Well, now with Zulfami sending off, it looks like Tajeli's going to have to be there next few games.
I just can't get out at the moment, Hougang.
Pressure's on. Here's Hanif. Away by Nasri. Nasri, excuse me. Oh, lovely ball in! And Harris's header is saved by Zaiful Nizam.
Oh, that is probably the cross of the day. A superb cross in from Azwan.
He has been brilliant.
Yeah.
Konieks under pressure here, Hougang. Now Bazonia. On that, but Azwan is always going to be struggling to get there.
Well, this is Robert Ezekor's first test. You just do feel, you know, things are not going right. Passes have been sloppy, and you just do feel that, you know, sometimes when the passes go wrong, and the players start getting into another. So they've got to really dig deep here, Hougang.
Yeah, I wonder whether he's going to pull the trigger on one or two of his players, make some changes. Need some tiring work for them now.
Yeah, and then obviously they've got Farhan Zulkifli. To me, very effective.
We're hearing that Ismail Saliovic is actually going to come on shortly. He generally plays in the middle of the park.
No, this was the ball. What a ball.
Yeah.
What a ball. And, you know, the least you could do is just put it on target, which he did. The keeper had to make a save, but it was a little bit probably too straight at him. Saliovic, if he comes on, is more of a sitting midfielder.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit of tightness in the Hougang players as well.
I remember this is a midweek game, so not long after their last match. Wonder whether it might be the veteran Shadan who makes way. Yokoyama's had some decision-making issues as well. That could be another option to take off. Here's Miguel Oliveira.
I think he's opted for the... Oh, it's handball.
Oh, it's a penalty. Well, looked a little shell-shocked here, and Hougang's problems are just getting worse. Well, that could be the killer blow.
Ball in from Oliveira. It's handball.
Enrique there.
It's clear.
What was he thinking?
That's a very good decision from the referee. Yeah, it's so clear.
Well, I mean, he's clearly stopping the ball.
It's so clear. Great decision from the referee.
Well, that means now this goes in. This is compounding the situation for Hougang United.
Well, it's obviously being checked, but it is dismissed.
This is one of the more clear ones, and it certainly is going to happen now. Cognacs with a great chance to double his tally here. Which he does, straight down the middle. DPMM are 2 up here against 10-man Hougang, who are about to make a change as well.
Yeah, straight through the middle, Cognacs makes no mistake. It doesn't matter because Zaiful Nizam moved to his left and makes no mistake from the spot. So it's 2-0.
I'm glad the last penalty I saw here that went down the middle was a Panenka from Tomoyuki Doi, which he failed to convert. Davis Cognacs makes no mistake. That's his 3rd goal of the season, the 2nd in this game. Been a good match for him.
It looked like Yokoyama, who is who's going to come off. Farhan Zulkifli is in there as well.
I think they're making a double change now. So I think that penalty has just changed it up. This is, as you say, the biggest test so far for Robert Ezeakour. Could be his first defeat. And this was a game they would have looked at, Shashi, and said, look, they're in poor form. We've got to target the 3 points. And
Yeah.
it's been a nightmare.
Yeah, I said it in the beginning. You should go all out, go out there and, you know, go for the attack. And that's what Robert Ezeakour was trying to do anyway before the game in this pre-match talk. And it's really gone awry for them.
Here is Cognacs. There's changes to be made shortly at the next stoppage, you'd imagine. It's going to be a big task now. Half an hour to go for Hougang to try and turn this around. Just the one goal. You just create one goal. Just be something to think about.
Yeah, of course, and a goal changes things. Confidence will go up a little as well.
Well, they got the 2nd goal. They would have desperately wanted DPMM. It's gone out of play for Naziruddin. Now those changes. Doesn't look happy. You may not be seeing it right now. Yokoyama's off. Not had the best of games. Has one. His first start since October.
The double substitution for Hougang United with number 11.
He's replaced by Farhan Zulkifli, who is a very direct player, isn't he?
Yeah, and is skillful. Very difficult to shake off also. I'm surprised that Yokoyama is coming off, or has come off, rather.
Do you think it was more likely to be Jalan?
Yeah, in terms of energy as well, you know, when you're down one man, you need that a little bit of energy and work rate as well. Obviously, Jalan is a technician in the middle of the park, and probably that allows him to move further forward with Sarjevic there.
There's Nazruddin. Now Azwan. Hanif goes back to Nur Ikwan. Very comfortable at the moment, DPMM. Back to his keeper, Zaiful. So you feel Sarjevic will sort of anchor things, and then
Yeah, and
Jalan just goes a little bit further forward.
yeah, exactly.
Looks like you want to get the ball as much to the likes of your Plazonias and your Farhans.
Yeah, I think he's been pretty quiet in the second
Yeah.
half, Plazonia. You need him to get into the game. That would be very disappointing for Robert Zeko.
As far as DPMM are concerned, just keep going, right? Just don't sit back.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think and they've got very good possession as well.
Yeah.
And with Azwan really pulling strings in the middle of the park, just need to control and see this game out. And obviously, get another goal. Why not? Vera goes down. Nothing really in that. He knew exactly what he was doing. Oliveira just wanted to slow things down.
Be a free kick here for Hougang. No time yet, real urgency being shown by Hougang. Farhan thinks his first touch so far, hasn't really been able to get involved up till now. Here's Nazrul. Farhan has kept that in. Yeah. Tajeli. They feel that's a foul on Farhan Zulkifli.
Hani Farhan, strong challenge.
That continues with Jordan Vestring on the ball. Tajeli up to Nazrul Nazari. Farhan advancing here. Oh, there was a bit of space, wasn't there? Just maybe a touch too late for the shot. It's gone out for a corner, though.
Yeah, just a little bit of space opening up there for Farhan Zulkifli. Good run again.
Namovsky's just gone down, by the way. There is previous form, isn't there, for this sort of thing?
Yeah, but well worked from Hougang down this right-hand side. And for a moment, and I think he had Plazonia in there as well for support. Probably the wrong option. Well, we've seen this happen so many times in Namovsky.
Looking at his calf at the moment. If that is genuine, then there is a problem here, isn't there?
Trust me, he will get up.
So cynical. If it was actually an issue, then that's a huge bonus for Hougang. But yeah, Actually, you're amazing how you predicted that. So, corner here, an opportunity perhaps for Hougang.
Yeah, having said that, they've got a very good second goalkeeper as well in Jaime Nyaring.
It's an international. Oh, the header is straight at the keeper from Enrique.
Yeah, good corner from that distance.
That's one of the few chances we've had in the second half, I think. Not sure Hougang have really had too many, have they?
Yeah, exactly. And again, you know, we talk about being one man down. It's so difficult with 11 men. Really got their work cut out, and I think DPMM, they've got their tactics right today as well. Poor touch from Plazonia.
Space here for Gama. Just got to manage this well, haven't they? Do anything silly. DPMM. First win of the year potentially, and the first loss. Well, Eziako on the cards with 20 minutes to go. Here's Oliveira. It's going to be a corner.
Yeah, good defending from Jordan Vestering, 1v1 there. You're trying to turn inside out Oliveira. This was the corner. It's always going to be difficult to beat Nomowski from there. The power needed to generate from the corner.
Just saw McAllister check on Nomowski to see if he was okay, and he put two hands up. All good. You'd feel a third goal will almost certainly then seal the points for DPMM. The next goal absolutely crucial in this match. Jelly, not to Farhan. Oh, lovely work there from Farhan. Beautiful skill. Saliovic back to Farhan. Very cleverly puts his body in the way there to win the free kick.
Yeah, very smart. As you said, very tricky as well, and he just put his left foot forward there and then took the contact. Now is Daniel.
Is he someone you'd like to see more and more in a Singapore shirt?
Yeah, of course. You know, I think he's definitely one could do more for the Singapore side.
Oh, it's a nice ball in from Tajeli. They're asking for the corner. It will be a goal kick, though.
Yeah, Enrique, don't know, just led with his left boot, I think. He should have gone in with the header. Good ball in from Tajeli.
Yeah, nice shape on that. Here's Gama. It's been hard, hasn't it, for Hougang in this second half to really put together any kind of meaningful attack.
Tajeli giving the ball away.
That's fine work to win the ball back. And a chance here, he had to dink it over, and once again, Nomowski denies Hougang, and he's crumpled in a heap at the moment.
I'm not surprised there, but what a save from Nomowski as well. Great move, and it's that man there, Farhan Zulkifli, who puts Racic through with a clever pass. A mix-up there between the two players, and that right pass.
It was always racing away from Ratchet, wasn't it?
Yeah,
to get some kind of contact.
Yeah,
with it.
exactly. You tried to dink it past the goalkeeper. Last touch from Racic. But brave goalkeeping as well from Nomovsky. He had to get there, he had to get it right.
Think you're going to predict he's going to be okay?
He is going to be okay.
Well, better from Hougang. The introduction of Farhan has just reinvigorated them, do you think?
Yeah, of course. You know, I think he's one that gives you energy. Lots of technical ability as well. Very good on the ball.
Yeah, a few more changes here. Aswan Saleh is going to come on, as well as Fatur Rahman. Fresh legs. It's Gama, who is going to go off, as well as Naziruddin. There is Gama, last bit of action for him, it would appear. Just a very good one to put in Miguel Oliveira. A great cross from the Portuguese, given away by Nazrul. Here's Naziruddin, his last bit of work tonight. Oh, fantastic from Farhan, he kept that in. Going to make those changes? Yeah, I don't think so. DPMM. Plazonia. Nicely done from him up to Nazrul. Farhan, is he going to go for goal? Yeah, he does. Takes on one. Bad ball either from Shadan. Cleared by Nomovsky. It's just picked up in intensity here. And Hougang are showing a little bit more going forward. It's given away by Shadan as Oliveira advances down towards the goal. He felt he was fouled in the process, Miguel Oliveira.
Yeah, there was a challenge coming in from Jordan Vestring. And Shadan Sulaiman is a lucky man. He just gave the ball away in the middle of the park.
Stretching out nicely, isn't it, this now?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful ball. Farhan Zulkifli is one-on-one. Is there a nudge on him? He goes down. The referee waves it away. Not too many protests here.
Oh, that was a brilliant first touch from Farhan Zulkifli. He just killed it and put it in front of him to take it in his stride. And there was contact between him and Hanif Farhan. I don't know whether it's enough, because it could be the same ploy, just trying to put his body in and getting the contact.
Well, earlier on, VAR intervened and got an on-field review. Let's see what happens here. They are studying this at the moment.
But the referee was pretty sure about his decisions.
He was quite emphatic, you're right. Seljovic, giving that away. Well, certainly Farhan has made his presence felt. What do you think about Seljovic so far?
Of course. You know, Farhan Zulkifli will always make something happen. And Seljovic, obviously, he's in there to just sit in. Provide a little bit of cover for the defense.
Well, the last few minutes have been encouraging for Hougang.
Yeah, it's a little stretched at the moment.
Here's Plazonia. Those changes to be made shortly by DPMM. Goes back to Enrique. Still awaiting a decision on what's happening there with the penalty shot. You'd imagine by now they'd have pulled it back, though theory, they could wait for a break in play. Hold on, here we go.
Oh, it's a long break, isn't it?
No, this is more for the change. I thought they might also just wait.
Nah, it's
more for the change,
yeah,
isn't it?
exactly, and not a penalty for me. Not enough. This is coming together there, and good defending, I got to say, from Hanif Farhan.
Well, they were hoping that would be called in their favour. Hougang hasn't gone that way. Oh,
I think it is the review, but
on the big scoreboard in front of us, it says VAR checking penalty. This could be just a little glimmer of hope here. There is going to be a review. Wow, you don't feel there was enough in there?
nah, I don't think so.
A ray of light here for Hougang, if he can overturn his initial decision. Osman Rosero. Have another look. Farhan Zulkifli in the box. That's no doubt.
Nah, it's
Is
not.
that shoulder to shoulder for you?
Yeah, it's shoulder to shoulder. It's not a penalty.
Hanif there is the one making the challenge. This.
Nah, it's not a penalty for me.
Well, there's enough in there, is it? For he obviously would love for this to be a penalty to give them hope in the last 10 minutes. Clear and obvious.
Well, it's clearly not a penalty.
So obviously we should just get on with things.
Yeah. Well, I do hear that there's a goal at the Bishan Stadium.
It's all happening. And it's a relative of a pretty late goal as well, of course, over there. It's good news, it would appear, for Man City Sailors. But anyway, he kind of went back to the screen, then thought about it. Oh! He's pointed to the penalty spot. He's given a red card. Wow, that's a huge call here from the referee. Osman Rosero is sending off Hanif Farhan. Denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity, I think, is obviously what he's gone for.
Wow.
It does look like shoulder to shoulder, doesn't it?
Now listen.
How about this here, Shashi? Look at this angle. See if this changes your mind.
No, it's not at
does
all.
it?
It's not at all. No, it's not going to change my mind. It's a poor decision. I'm sorry. Firstly, it's not a foul, and it's a red card as well.
Double punishment here. Now, I just wonder whether that's going to change the substitutions that he was going to make, Jamie McAllister, who's keeping rock steady still on the edge of the area. It's more Robert Ezekiel who's looking annoyed and upset. I'd be thinking he's delighted to get a penalty and now have 10 against 10. He's saying it's wasting time. Well, the referee will presumably add this on. It is taking a long, long time for him to go off. Hanif is still upset. I think some of the players are annoyed with him for taking so long to go off. Those changes, by the way, have not been made yet. The penalty here, Dejan Racic up against Christian Namovski. Huge moment in this match to give Hougang some hope here. Oh, it's come off the crossbar! Denied! Plazonia. Well, you might say justice has been served.
And Namovski just puts up his hand and say hi to everyone. And you said it, it's justice. It's so not a penalty. And Racic, I gotta say, Racic in that game against the Young Lions, he missed about 4 or 5 clear goal-scoring chances. And today he misses a penalty as well.
Oh, that was the chance, wasn't it? That was a real opportunity for them to get back into the match. And with it, maybe hopes of a point at least gone. We shall see. Here is... Oh, he's gone down again! And this time he's even more furious. Oh, he's... A belated decision from the referee. He didn't seem to point to the spot immediately. And then he did. It seemed to be after the reaction of Farhan Zulkifli. It's also a yellow card. Let's have a look here, Shasi. Is that outside the box for a start or not? Is that foul first?
Listen, this to me is is more of a foul than the earlier one, because he's from the back and there was a push.
Okay.
So that's a foul.
But is that in the box for you?
Gotta take a look at this again.
Now, they've changed the penalty takers to Plazonia. There's Nazaruddin who's got the yellow card. He was going to go off, remember, that change is not to be made. Namovsky maybe with some mind games here. He's just walked out. They surely can't miss a second penalty, can they? They've been given, I mean, this is the ultimate reprieve for Dejan Rakic to get a penalty a minute later.
Listen, I think it's in the box, or even if it's on the line, it is a penalty.
It's a save, but not on the rebounds from Nazrul Nazari. My goodness. Now they're saying, was there infringement in the box? Did they run in before the penalty was taken? They will, of course, look at that anyway. Seems to be okay. Nazrul reacting fastest.
Well, when the shot was taken, Nazrul was already in the penalty area. That's probably the only thing that they're complaining about.
My goodness, that would have been so frustrating for... They are reviewing this, by the way, but it would have been so frustrating as far as Hougang were concerned if they had missed 2 penalties in as many minutes. Nazrul Nazari's first goal of the season, and it could be such a crucial one. They are still checking. Oh, the drama continues.
This has been a great game of football in terms of the
storylines, right?
And the story.
They're not going to give it.
There, it's Nazrul was already.
But I think they're retaking it.
Yeah, of
because
course.
there are also DPMM players in there.
Yeah.
It was Nur Ikhwan who encroached. Oh, there are heated moments in here, as you can imagine. So yes, I think there were a number of players who seem to have encroached the area. Nur Ikhwan as well as Nazrul. A third penalty is coming up here. Now, discussions on who is going to take this. Now you can see, by the way, that Farhan wanted to take it. Saliovic is the one who's grabbed the ball. This isn't good. So Farhan is making another attempt to say, can I take it? Well, someone's got to make a decision on who the penalty taker is. You can't have 3 different penalty takers. They're now looking across. It is going to be Farhan Zulkifli. This isn't good, Shasi.
So it's clear that there's no set penalty takers from what we've seen. So it's weird.
Shouldn't Ezekiel be screaming, I want so-and-so to take it?
Well, he doesn't need to scream if it had been set before the game.
That's true.
You know, so clearly.
I'm not sure I've ever been in a game where 3 penalties have not gone in a row in a space of as many minutes. But it won't happen this time. They finally get their goal. It's been a contentious few minutes here. We're going to have a lot more time than the 2 minutes you see on your screen.
Yeah, this is a brilliantly taken penalty, and you just do wonder how many more minutes, or how many minutes are going to be added to the 90 minutes, because it's going to be a long time.
Yeah.
Great penalty, by the way.
Maybe he's just now changed Eziakor's mind as to who takes penalties from now on. Farhan Zulkifli's had very positive impact since his introduction. 2-1.
And we're still trying to process the first decision, the penalty.
Yeah.
But the problem is, the impact is, there was a player being red carded. So that's the problem for DPMM.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, they did miss the penalty, but a player was sent off.
We're being told only 7 minutes. Are you a bit surprised by that?
Nothing surprises me anymore.
That is probably the truest statement of the night. Well, that's just the boost they need. Hougang. Here's Plazonia with a very, very heavy touch. He looks to have kept the cross in, and no, it has indeed gone out of play. Well, this has got lots of talking points, this match. It is Lionel Tan, by the way. We did mention there was an LCS goal, but they all kicked off here. Lionel Tan, of all people, getting on the score sheet for LCS. That would be one of the most crucial goals of the season. By the way, those substitutions we were telling you about earlier, they're not going to happen now. And confirmation of 7 minutes, and that's why Eziakor is saying, what is going on? There's surely got to be more than that, which is what we were sort of discussing earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
We had, what, a couple of VAR decisions. We had the stoppage early for injury. Both to Namovsky, and then before that, Oliveira. Seem to be a little short. They are looking to just eat up as much time as possible. DPMM. The referee has decided not to punish Haris there. Well, they're losing, Shasi. They might as well pile people forward, wouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Farhan. Still going Farhan, he's done well here. And wins a corner.
Well, he's made an impact, Farhan Zulkifli. And what he needs is more consistent performances when he starts games.
Right. You don't want to be developing a reputation as a super sub. That will go out for another corner. That's gone out at the stadium.
Well, luckily I didn't park the other side.
I'll tell you what, the ones that should be parking right now are DPMM. They are under real pressure.
Yeah.
And Muminovic has hurt himself in the process. It's Muminovic again with the header. It falls back to Jalan and puts another cross in, easy for Namovsky. 5 minutes remaining, minimum.
Yeah, too close to the goalkeeper, that cross from Jalan.
Big kick out from Namovsky. The greatest of headers from Jordan Vestering. Saliovic. He's done well here, ridden out the challenge from Haris. Surging forward, pockets of space here. Oh, that's a terrible ball after all that work. That was the easiest bit of all that from Saliovic.
Exactly, he did the hard part very well, and then the easy pass out wide, and that's why he's probably the defensive mid, not the attacking one, but pushing players forward as well. Haven't really seen enough of Plazonia in the second half. That would be very disappointing for Robert Eziakor.
He's gone down again. Farhan. It's a yellow card for Naziruddin.
Yeah, it's a soft yellow card for me again.
There's tension in the air here. Oh, it's a yellow card as well. Second yellow. Wait, hold on, Harris. Yeah, Nazaruddin had one earlier. So he stayed on the pitch. If you remember, there was one dished out not too long ago. And so now it's 9-man. Brunei, this is set up beautifully. There's only 3 minutes though. They're going to have to throw everything at this. Hougang, Saljovic, Jordan Vestering. He's not going to go for goal. He has. Not known for scoring, Jordan Vestering. He's taking a shot there.
Just to confirm, DPMM are playing with 9 men now against the 10 of Hougang, with less than 3 minutes to go.
They're really going to have to be. I'm not sure what the thinking there from Aswan was. It's almost like a cameraman, but on the upper floor. Time is running out for Hougang. They've really got to get the ball forward. Saljovic. Oh, that's given away to Ikonieks, who will just go into the corner, surely.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Well done.
Oh, that's very, very nicely done. Jordan Vestering disagrees with that decision by the assistant. They will take their time going up for this. In fact, there's going to be no one there. They're just going to try and hold on to the ball in that corner. Probably the right call as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to keep it there.
A minute and a half to go. They'll get a throw in. Hougang. Shadan Sulaiman. The crowd urging them forward, and he's again not got the ball through. Delightful from Plazonia out to Tajeli. Oh, they've just not managed to get their passes sorted
just
out.
Lacking of ideas really, and then DPMM giving the ball away.
Into the final minute here, Jalan Besar Stadium. Here's Nazrul Nazari. They don't really have too many bodies in the box yet. Farhan. Oh, lovely work from him. Needs some help.
Double
It's a
team.
throw in, yeah.
Double teaming there.
Ball into the box, easy for Lomovsky, and that could well be it. Big, big moments here. Huge result for DPMM. Lomovsky with a kick out. We're going to go beyond the 7 minutes, which many people felt anyway. I think that it probably should have been beyond that. Looks a tug on Saljovic. Time for one more chance perhaps here for Hougang. Plazonia sends that over. It's too much again. That could well be the last chance now. Goal kick. And it's a first win in the league in 2025 for DPMM against a team that was unbeaten under their new head coach, Robert Eziakor. 4 matches unbeaten. That run comes to an end. But it has been an extremely contentious match, particularly in the last 10 minutes, Shasi.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of drama really in the second half. But I thought DPMM deserved the victory, having played with a man up for most of the game, but clinical in front of goal as well. In the end, they got the result that they wanted.
You feel, as you said, They deserved it. They worked hard. Jamie McAllister will be so happy as a manager. You can empathise with him. How important it is to finally get that win.
Very much so, you know, and you know, one win after 6 games. It's a very, very good result for them to take back home.
What about as far as Robert Ezeko is concerned? He'll be frustrated today with the performance, right?
Exactly, and like I said, it's the real big test today, and after today as well, when the team goes back home, and what do they do? Try to recover from this. It's going to be a big task on his hands as well.
So it ends here then at Jalan Besar Stadium, a hugely eventful game. Brunei DPMM 2, Hougang United 1. Well, we look back at the story of this game, and this was the opening goal from Iconics. It comes off a huge deflection from Tajeli.
Yeah, lots of luck there involved, but Oliveira again in the thick of action. Good ball into the space where Iconics can attack the ball. He does, and it hits Tajeli. And unlucky there for Tajeli.
So that was 1-0, something like the 21st minute. Then one of the big moments of the match, probably the game-changing moment, you could argue, with the sending off here of Zulfami, but you felt there was no issue here with this dismissal.
Yeah, especially this replay. It's so clear that he caught Gama on the face with his elbow and forearm, a little bit of a forearm as well, and deserved red for Zulfami.
Yeah, he was already walking off the pitch. Now, see him where, oh, he looked a bit silly, didn't he?
Yeah,
Tajeli.
It looked really comical there because Oliveira played that ball in, and then Tajeli with the interception, and then he just robbed Tajeli off the ball again. Never stopped running, Oliveira.
Well, they kept plugging away, and this was a great chance. The header there from Haris.
Oh, that's a good ball in from Azwan, who, I've got to say, is my man of the match. Excellent in the middle of the park, controlling, pulling strings.
Penalty was shown here. Effectively the game that killed off, the decision that killed off this game.
Yeah, this was a clear penalty. Just take a look at Enrique's hand. Just raised his left hand up, and there was no denying it. And Iconics with a good penalty down the middle.
Well, that made it 2. Iconics' second goal of the match and the third of his time here at Brunei DPMM. And we felt then that really that could be the killer blow. But boy, there was still more to come. And this was the start of the contentious moments. Firstly, no, sorry, this was the 1-on-1. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Namovsky did well, didn't he?
Yeah, superb save. And again, Farhan Zulkifli, after coming on as a substitute, played the ball in for Rajic, but good save from Namovsky.
Right, this was the 1-on-1 opportunity that was, after a long bit of decision-making, was adjudged to have been a penalty. We didn't think there was anything in this.
Yeah, I thought this was just a shoulder. He was a little bit much more stronger, I gotta say. And after a lengthy review, was shown the red card.
Yeah, we didn't think it was. I mean, to then have the red card was adding to the whole situation. So they had the penalty, and it was off the crossbar. At the time, we said justice perhaps served Racic's penalty.
Yeah, not a good penalty. A little bit too high, hits the bar. At the time, they were still looking comfortable, DPMM.
Then just a minute later, this would have been relief, you would have thought, for Racic to see another penalty given. There was some discussion of whether that was in the box or not. I'm not so sure about that, you know.
Yeah, but it is a penalty, or it is a foul. Yeah. It's a clear push on the back, and
well, it was saved, and then Nazrul Nazari puts it in on the rebound. And we thought, right, 2-1, but then there was encroachment And actually, there's a few there, isn't it?
Yeah, and including the goal scorer as well, Nazrul. So it was retaken.
This caused a lot of contention when he made that decision, the referee. But this time, Farhan, a third penalty taker, comes up, and he makes no mistake.
Yeah, and he took it off Salijevic as well.
Yeah.
And parries this one in. Very, very confident penalty.
Ultimately turned out to be a good decision. But that was the last real chance for Hougang. These are the stats for you. There's not much in it in the end, Shasi.
Yeah, just take a look at the goal-scoring attempts as well, 16 to 14. And it was really a tight match, you know, and at the end of the day, I thought Hougang just shaded it in terms of scoring the all-important 2 goals.
Could you argue, as far as Hougang are concerned, as your call will say, look, we still created all this. We actually created more chances with 10 men. I know they eventually played 9, but it was late on, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But in the second half, I thought they were a little bit flat. You know, first half, I thought they were better.
Ball came a bit too late. Now, a huge game at the Bishan Stadium between the top 2 sides, Lion City Sailors against BG Tampines Rovers, and we had a late goal here. Look at that, Lionel Tan doing a fantastic job.
Substitute as well, he came on for Datkovic. You can see how much that goal meant to everyone there.
Well, that is absolutely massive, because you see that now. They are 9 points clear with a game in hand. Lion City Sailors, this was the best opportunity for BG Tampines Rovers, and it may now be Lion City Sailors league title to lose. As for this match, well, Brunei DPMM have climbed above Young Lions. So, a very, very eventful day and evening here. We've got more action coming up for you tomorrow. Albrechts Negata play Balisa Khalsa at Jurong East Stadium, while Geylang International are in action right here at Jalan Besar Stadium against Tanjong Pagar United. Well, catch a breath. Enjoy yourselves this evening, and we will see you tomorrow night as we bid goodbye to you from Jalan Besar Stadium. Brunei DPMM have beaten Hougang United by 2 goals to 1.